Welcome, Scorpio, to your mid-month reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay? Make sure you pick that big old button up there, that big old thumb. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you in the mid-month. Best message for Scorpio, please, what they're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding them. Okay. Best message for Scorpio. Okay, we have a little bit of a dark cloud coming out. We had seen this once before with a little bit of a tower. This dark cloud is showing that there is something that is kind of worrisome as I see the red flag over here. So there is kind of a red flag warning going on at the mid-month. Just feeling like there's a little bit of a dark cloud. Could just be worry, anxiety, that something is burdening you and has kind of maybe even gotten under your skin. I kind of feel like somebody or something is kind of under the skin, a little frustrating. But it's been showing the signs of the red flag coming, so you just need to, it's kind of moved you back into a solitude mode to where you're kind of hiding out here for a second, trying to get down to the situation, trying to get down to the heart of the matter of what is going on. Okay, so getting straight into the situation is taking place in the present, recent past, and near future. Something that has to do with your material harvest in the present. The heartache and the loss is upside down. So what, if this was the tower moment that you had, that's done. It feels like you're finally really pushing that away. But there is something that's getting into your mental conflict over here that is kind of keeping you in a hermit mode, trying to work out the issues of what is going on within the situation. With the heartache and loss over here, it could be that something was causing you Three of Swords, having some kind of pain. May have had a death in the family, or someone was very sick, something of this nature. Losing a pet. Do you feel losing a pet for some of you? Okay. You have the Temperance coming out, but it's causing you to gather all your strength. I mean, it does feel like you were finally going through a healing process. It is taking some time in the recent past to get through this healing, but it does feel like you finally got that going on. It looks like there was somebody around you who was actually helping you out through the situation. If this is a love situation, I will say right here, someone has made you feel like the third wheel, and it's really hurting. And you're finally having the realization and getting some rewards and recognition from the focus of this person is actually finally giving you a little bit of attention where you felt like they were third wheeling you and leaving you behind. That could have been that red flag. Others of you, it does feel like there could have been some kind of loss one way or another. With the Five of Cups, there is more opportunity and there's a little more helpful outlook as this person is finally looking at you and focusing on you. If it's just the loss of this pet, you are now focused more on work as you're healing through this and really getting through this process. With the material harvest over here in the present, it's like you're waiting for this harvest to come in, but you have doubts and insecurities that this is going to happen. Something, you're defending yourself or defending your rights, defending the situation. Trying to take the movement forward. You are taking a lot of action. It does look like because of the solitude that you had a lot of meditation and you are using the gut feelings on this situation. There's something that you've learned, something that you've realized. You're really fighting for this manifestation, for this promise to come through. It just looks like there's a dark cloud over here because someone's really fighting against you. It just feels like somebody else wants a lot of attention. I mean, a lot of attention. still going in a healing process and also looking for your hopes and promises. It just feels like this person wants a lot of attention. It feels like you're not going to really get this manifestation going, dude, until you really get to the point that this person needs so much attention. How am I going to fight for what I want? How am I going to wait for all of this to come through if I can't give the attention to where I need the attention? And it's like they're stealing. God, if this is a love reading, dude, this is a love. Somebody is trying to pull your person away from you, trying to get attention from your loved one. And you're really seeing this, you're really observing this right now, that they're looking for a lot of attention, and it's really taking you away from what you're trying to do over here. So it really feels like you're not going to have the potentials with this other person, as this person is so attention hungry. Communication is indecisive. This person is causing a lot of drama through communication. Under determination, giving you anxiety to be able to move forward with this other person. This other person needs so much attention. How are you going to get your goals met if this other person's always in the way trying to get attention? So it feels like you have this attention hog around you. It could be even the same person over here who's making you feel like a third wheel through this situation, where you felt like the other person, you were kind of losing out on their focus. You're kind of healing on that because they're really giving too, you know what I mean? Leaving you out in the cold. Well, it felt like it was making a turnaround in the recent past, but it just feels like this person came back. It could literally be a Gemini, has come back. Gemini, Aquarius has come back. They need a lot of attention, and they're really making you lose focus on what you've been trying to put all this hard work towards, with this other person. If it's a co-worker, they're really throwing you under the bus over here, because they're not allowing this material harvest of yours, the success, to come through in this situation, when they really are just playing clown over here. I'm sorry, I see the juggling next to that. It's like everything they're saying is just, they're clowning. They're causing drama and doing all this stuff, but I don't see anything but a fool. I don't see how this other person could even want to pay attention to this person. The only other scenario that I have is that this child maybe that you have needs a lot of attention. That would be different, because I see immaturity. That's why I said clown. If it's a child that needs a lot of attention, it's going to be harder for you to get to work to focus on the things that you need. That would make a lot of sense on that. You know, this is an adult. This person's a clown, because they need way too much attention. They're an attention hog. They're limelighting for the attention from the boss, from this, from that. Could be the boss with the King of Swords. Not allowing you to shine with the star over here. It's like, I'm putting in all this hard work, but you're stealing all the attention. You know, take it however it resonates, but this person needs a lot of attention, which is not allowing you to shine, which is therefore causing havoc. Like I said, they might even be throwing you under the bus a little bit. Yeah, but it's like you're fighting for this spotlight. And it's more that, like, you observe their behavior, the more you realize what the hell they're really doing. And it's almost like you have to defend yourself against their drama and it might even be slander for some of you, where they're trying to kind of, like I said, throw you under the bus. So it's having a hard time proceeding. It looks like you're end up going to walk away for better success on this other side, because it's causing kind of like all this worry and anxieties over here. So there could be some kind of walking away. That could just be the hiding out as well. Turning your back against the situation is what it really looks like. And not giving them any more attention. And if you're looking for this loved one, it's almost like you're turning your back on them, because if they're going to allow this other person to do this and they're giving them the attention, you're kind of like, well, then fine. You pay attention to what they're doing. I'll be over here. You know what I mean? I'll be in my room. Because, yeah, it looks like you're going to have to walk away from this situation because it's one of those things. Yeah, I'm not going to offer you anything. I'm not going to come at you and offer you anything. And this is literally your card with the Knight of Cups, because you're saying, I'm done offering. I'm done trying to get this attention. I'm not going to even go after this anymore until you have some kind of dedication or realize what the hell is really going on over here. Absolutely. Yeah. Because they have no perception. They don't even realize it. Like they're so blinded to the situation of what this other person is doing. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a child who's acting out. They're giving them the attention that the child wants. If it's this person over here who's doing this, take it how it resonates. However it is, they're definitely blinded to seeing the bad behavior and persistent bad behavior, where you're very persistently observing the situation and also having to defend. And it might even feel like you feel they're defending this other person. You're saying, well, look at them. Look at the way that look at what they're doing. And they're defending them, saying, oh, stop. They might even think that you're being jealous about the situation. But no matter what, they don't, I don't even know if they even feel that way, guys, because I don't think this person sees anything. I don't see they really see anything from you. They don't really see anything. I don't think they see anything wrong, period. They're just going kind of with the flow over here. But it's causing a mental conflict in the near future over here because you're still in a mental conflict. That's why you're still in solitude. Yeah. You're making an end to the situation of the fighting. You're making kind of a compromise with this person. Could be a fire sign or a water sign. But you are making more of a compromise towards the situation. But you still don't really see any opportunity because you're still confused to why they're still continuing or to do so, or why they I would say you're probably just more confused to how they cannot see the situation at hand. Like, how blind are you? Having a text message coming in from this emperor, could be mom, dad, the boss, whoever it is, and that's the person you're dealing with, right? They're texting you or talking to you. You're having a conversation one way or another that's saying, well, I don't understand why you're dissatisfied. I don't know what's going on with this person, why you two can't get along. They're coming at you passionately. There should be nothing wrong. You just need to change your change your attitude. It's almost like they're trying to blame you about the situation. Then you have the Knight of Wands, which is the manifestation. So it's almost like you're just going to go and try to manifest whatever it is that you need to still try to get the harvest coming through. With the Empress, there's the harvest. Still manifesting your prosperities. You have the Empress and the Emperor over here. Could be dealing with your mom and your dad. I'm just saying. For some of you. You're just waiting for your prosperities. You're manifesting for your prosperities to wait for the Chariot to come through. Waiting for the new direction to come through. Just, yeah. But the problem is that you still have the mental conflict with the Eight of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. I don't understand. And if you're witnessing this whole situation between two other people, which is driving you crazy, you know that, I know, it's just going to switch because here comes a scenario, okay? This could be some for somebody, but if you know that these two people are having this and you're trying to fix the situation and you're saying you're so blinded and you're really going to, it just feels like somebody's unfaithful to the situation. It almost feels like maybe you feel like this other person was like a little ungrateful towards you. Because kind of like either you're moving away from the love or you're going to move towards the love, but you're very confused about the situation. As they're trying, it feels like they're even trying to maybe move towards you, even though you're like, you're a little ungrateful to me. No, there's a backwards. No, because it feels like they're going to try to move towards you and try to show you this love, and then, but you're saying no, because this is all backwards. You've got this all wrong. or as you're moving towards them in love, it just goes backwards again and they start giving the attention to this other person again. What the heck is going on? So it's going to cause a tower moment in love again. I think that for some of you, this person is a cheater. They're ungrateful. They're doing something they shouldn't be doing, giving too much attention to someone else. You're finding it to be ungrateful to you. It's just it's really not causing harmony within the home. Because you don't see the rewards and the blessings. Even in the near future, it says, well, you're going to try to come back towards me. Everything's fine. And then all of a sudden you want to go back to this person again. And as they're going back towards that person, you're causing a tower with you. You know, for some of you, and this is probably not a lot of you, but for some of you, they're going to go to jail and then they're going to come back and try to win you over for a little while until all of a sudden they go back to this other person again, if you're dealing with a third-party situation. It's like they see you as their kind of way out. But for the majority of you, it's just kind of like, as soon as you feel like you're in a comfort zone, if it's this child or whoever it is, as soon as you feel like the conflict is becoming, it's like all over, it's almost like the child starts up again. They want that attention again. Or this person, whoever, yeah. And there it is, right? Because we're going backwards. Instead of moving forwards, this person's going to end up going backwards again, and then it's going to start it's almost like the cycle is going to redo itself in some ways, right? With the backwards. Huh. So really watch that, because there's a lot of frustration over here. And if it's this boss or coworker, the same thing. They're going to try to throw you under the bus again. And they're going to say, well, and then just start up that drama again. Somebody's got a drama queen over here. I don't care if it's male or female. Okay, so Spirit says, there's other helpful people around you, and that feels like it gets like I said, it could be the Emperor or the Empress. Could be. But then again, I feel also maybe it's the Emperor is the King of Swords, because they're kind of taking on that same energy. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop saying that they're doing this and that. But it does feel like this Empress over here could be someone else, besides just you trying to gather your strength and hope together, because it finally feels like they're saying no, because you can do this and you can do that. And they finally trying to pull you out of the mental conflict. So I do believe that this Empress over here, this Taurus or this Libra, is literally one of the helpful people that could help with the situation, getting you back to manifesting and doing the things you need to do, moving you along into that direction until this other person just comes back and they just kind of, it's all over again, right? Yeah, because there will be a compromise. I already seen the compromise. We've seen the compromise. We've seen it here. There will be a compromise with the Emperor. Male or female, it doesn't matter who the energy is, but the problem is the Emperor is going to make a compromise with you to try to settle this all down, as with the Empress. But the problem is only because he's saying, I don't want this or that, but then it's going to go right back to where it was before. The hell, Emperor? Yeah, so it just feels like this person has this tug on this Emperor. I don't care if it's who it is. They seem to have this. But yeah, wait for it. Wait for it, because yeah, as soon as you compromise, there it goes again. Within the next few weeks, it's going right back to where it started from. So you're really going to have some meditation, brings in some answers for the situation. If you want to get the opportunity back to being fulfilled, so you can have your sun and get rid of this dark energy that's surrounding this situation. But it's kind of funny because you have the red flags. So it's like, as you're observing, in this situation, you can see what they're doing. There's red flags all over this reading, right? Yeah, look for a sign. Red flag. Yeah, you'll know exactly when it starts peeking up again, because it feels like it was something that you just got over, this kind of mess. So it's almost like you're just waiting for that red flag to say, here we go again. But in the near future, it says you have to be a little more assertive to the situation, right? Because it's just not going to work out well, right? Absolutely not. So where you're not going to be super assertive at this time because you're kind of more hiding out, Spirit is saying you're going to hide out, but I would like to see a little more assertiveness towards the situation, because it does feel like the Emperor is kind of pushing you back into a corner a little bit about the situation. Being more assertive would get more information about, well, what do you think is going on? Well, I'm going to reconsider the actions then, okay, because I'm not going to do that again, right? And, you know, if it is a boss, it is going to be harder because, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, I don't want to lose my job over this, you know, over this situation. But I am going to have to reconsider all kinds of little things if it's on the job, because I can't allow them to do this again, right? So I guess, you know, I would say get more information, actually have maybe more of a one-on-one talk with the Emperor, more than just allow you, because it really feels to me like the Emperor is the one over here doing most of the talking. Right? That's how he got you into compromise mode, and he's like, this is what is going on, and you're saying that's fine. But I think the point is that there was no real, and that's why he came up as the Emperor, because he wanted to be the stronghold within the situation, because I think he's just the King of Swords, right? So he wanted to be the main foundation. He's the one that's putting down the law. So yeah, he's going to come up as this big dude. I don't care if it's a woman or man, but the point is, that's the problem. You didn't really have any, there was no real conversation. It was almost kind of a one-way conversation. So now Spirit says, no, I want you to be more assertive, get more information out of the Emperor when this comes back around, so that you can reconsider the situation at hand. It's not fair to just, you know, let the Emperor sit over here and say, this is what, you know, this person is doing. So, right. Okay. And otherwise, it looks like it'll be great just to have to keep going strong and see what's going to happen in the near future after the situation's over. Okay? Until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.